Well, hello Libra. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. If you are new, hello, I am Yasmin. If you have not already, please like and subscribe. All right, Libra, we're going to go ahead and get right into your reading. We're going to do things a little bit different. We're going to start with the oracles, use some more oracles, and then get into the tarot. That turned over. We're going to see what spirit has the advice to give you, whatever it is. This is in different aspects of your life. And we're going to go ahead and pull from the top here. This is going to be here for you, Libra. I'm going to use these cards as well. Okay. First one here is authentic living. Being true to yourself is important. It talks about your honesty and your openness. But to me, I feel like it's definitely dealing with being true to yourself. Libra, one thing about you, you're definitely about fairness, okay? And I'm not saying that all Libras are fair, okay? That's just too broad. But you want things to be fair and balanced. That's your sign, okay? You're the justice card, you're the scales. But the thing is, when it comes down to, especially in the first position, that coming out, some of you may not be. What are you, I don't want to say phony, but what are you not being honest with yourself in? Because remember, it talks about values and honesty. Are you putting up with someone just because, maybe you don't want to be alone or you need the money? Or do you have friends that you're hanging around and you know that they're not really they don't have your value system? You see what I'm saying? Like, you see where I'm going? I mean, I can bring up a million examples, but here it talks about just you being your authentic self. You do not have to put on a mask for anyone. Okay? And this is where you're going. Here it says seeking answers. Some of you guys are seeking answers, or you need answers because maybe life has just been like, it says this is the beginning of your spiritual truth, but it just talks about in general, there could be some things that you need to know. And part of seeking answers is within yourself first. And then if you feel like you have to go outside of you, then you will. Okay, and generally it's just about it's advice. It doesn't have to be even with a person. Sometimes it could be within books or videos or anything like that. Okay, but I feel like that's where you are, especially if life just seems very uncertain at the moment. Here it has difficult road. Okay, this doesn't mean that your life is going to be difficult. It just talks about right now some of you are on a difficult path, and that's the reason why seeking answers is there. Okay, it says, you have a spirit of perseverance. And then with a lot of you, you're like, okay, I have to persevere, but this is really hard for me. But it talks about you being prepared for great things in life. Okay, and a lot of you haven't had an easy life. You haven't. And this is the reason why it's important that you have support, because part of seeking answers is that, you have there are things that you may not know that can help you understand why certain things happen. But also seeking support draws you closer to people. Okay, so that's what I'm saying here with that one. Here it says level conscious 8. It talks about you're beginning to master the energy that you channel, but it also talks about your ego is beginning to crumble. So some of you may have been doing things based on your ego, and it could have caused a difficult road for you. Sometimes your own actions can do that. Not all of you, but some of you. Okay. Here we have simplicity. It talks about not being defined by your possessions. So no matter what you have, sometimes we do look outside ourselves, what type of shoes we have, or car that we're driving. And then it makes us feel like we're important. Who are you without it? Okay, and this is what this is basically saying. You're not defined by that. Okay, and it's not saying that you have to design a simple life. No one can tell you that your life needs to be simple. No one is in a position to tell you that. But remember, we're talking about you don't have to have those things in order to be happy. That's all it's telling you. Here with creativity or creative, it says you have an inborn tendency to create. And I feel like a lot of you, depending on what you're doing, you can make a living off of this. Maybe you're unsure. Maybe this is a part of you seeking answers. Maybe like, I don't feel like I'm good enough. Here, Spirit is telling you you are good enough. You have the passion for it. Go for it. Create what what you should create, depending on what you do, right? Create it and put it out there and see how people respond to it. You will do well. Here, the last card in this deck is lost again. Seeking answers and lost makes sense. Okay. Your soul is asking for a change. You are in a phase of self-discovery. But this may, for a lot of you, you may be at this point. It's just a time of confusion. You don't know. That's what I said earlier about that uncertainty. Could be at that place. You know, what the hell is this? Why I'm not even understanding what this is all about. Okay. But you will get the answers that you need. We're going to go ahead and get into your other cards here, and then we're going to get into the tarot. This is going to be for Libra. Now, it was a whole bunch of cards I turned over, but the card that was at the top says hidden blessings. I see a lot of hidden blessings here for you. Okay. I'm going to pull from the top. This is going to be for Libra. For Libra. First one here is lessons. This just came out for the sign that I did before you. I think it was what, Leo? So it talks about, you know, and this, again, you know, you don't want your whole life to be a lesson. But I feel like right now you're definitely in it now. What have you learned? Especially if you're in this energy of feeling lost, you're like, oh my God. So once you find out about it, once you know that what you need to do, this is going to be a part of your process where, because you have learned, you know what to do the next time. Something may be a little bit more easier. Okay, this could be in any aspect of your life, but there have been lessons being learned, and some of you are in this place right now. There's a whole lot of possibilities opening up for you with relationships, with your job, that type of thing. And again, there's just this scary place that I feel with a lot of you Libras. A lot of you are in this scary place, you know, again, because life hasn't been as easy for some of you. Okay, you're the sign that wants fairness, but then you feel like maybe the universe hasn't been fair to you. The world hasn't been fair to you. Okay, but there's here with possibilities. The universe is definitely opening that up. Some of you are in arguments, possibly with your spouse, with your family. And again, this is causing a lot of confusion, like we talked about earlier. You know, maybe that's the reason why you're seeking answers. Maybe there's like, I don't know what to do. There is some issues here. Okay. Somebody could be running away from their problems. You could be running away from the problems. Maybe you're not seeing things for what it really is, or maybe you really want to be with someone and they're just they're not where you are right now. Okay? They're just not. You get into an argument and they run. Someone doesn't want to take that type of responsibility. Here, jealousy. There could be jealousy. Maybe, you know, you want to be with someone and you can't have them because they're in another relationship, or you are jealous of other people's life. What does jealousy mean with a Libra? What does that mean to you? So let that go with it wherever it works. I mean, it could be someone's lifestyle, it could be someone's relationship, but put a cap on that, okay? You know, let them have what they have and allow the universe to give you what you deserve. Here at the bottom, last card here, a lost cause. So some of you it says you've experienced so much pain and you're struggling to see the purpose of the point of, some of you are just struggling to see the point of why you're even going through this pain. And some of you are in relationships where it's just like, this is not going to work. Okay. That could be part of running away from the truth, but you're learning a lesson here. So right now, something is easy here with difficult road. So we're going to go ahead and get into your tarot. We're going to see what comes out here for you, Libra. This is for Libra. This is going to be for Libra. First card came out was the Ace of Wands, and then we have the Ace of Cups. So I do see there's going to be some type of new love here, or someone is in love. Ace of Wands, really good. I love it. So if there has been, exactly, look at this. You had two cards that talks about waiting, but then the Ace of Wands talks about action. At the bottom of the deck is the Two of Pentacles. Someone is trying to debate something here. Should I stay in a relationship? Should I talk to that person? Should I go back to that person? Should we get married? You know, it's that type of thing. And so the Ace of Wands very much so talks about taking action. Okay, there's some action that's going to be taken. Whether you get your wish or not, you'll know. Okay. Because someone is waiting for someone to do something, I'll tell you that. And then it has somebody kind of stuck. Someone is stuck in limbo. So action is definitely needing to be taken in some area of your life, Libra. Let's go ahead. This is for Libra. Okay. So we have the Six of Swords. Things. Ooh, there is some distance. If you're not single now, some of you are going to be single. Okay. I do feel like some of you could be dealing with someone at a distance. All right. There's a lot of frustration. This is, again, Eight of Swords. Talks about that confusion and frustration that some of you are going through. Maybe you feel a distancing between you and the person that you're with. Okay. I do feel a yearning for someone who is at a distance as well. Like, I really want them. I want to be with them, you know. But maybe you feel like the connection that you're in is a lost cause. Maybe you feel like a lost cause. You're like, I can't get nothing right. The Nine of Pentacles is letting me know how valuable you are, how beautiful you are. You know, when it comes down to your career and money, I see you taking, you know, charge of your career and your job. I see that. You're doing very well. Or if you're not, you will. Yeah, look at this. Ten of Pentacles. Some of you are in long-term committed relationships. And again, yeah, look at this. Pre-Empress. Yeah, so I am seeing that there is some type of romantic offer coming in for a lot of you. Again, I feel like it's a new romance because we saw the Ace of Cups. For others, you got a decision because it looks like maybe someone is trying to decide if they want to get married because the Nine of Pentacles is a single person and the Empress is a married person. Someone could be offering you marriage in the future, and it could be a new person. There's my new person card. So happy said it right when I was talking about it, and it landed here. So it could be someone that's new, but there is some decisions here. Depends on your situation, but there is going to be change. But somebody's about to take action. So if you needed to know something, you're about to find out because there's been a lot of anxiety, a lot of frustration and confusion. Like I said before, that's what I'm saying. Some of you are definitely separated from your person. But for others, this is a lost cause. The connection is a lost cause. If the connection feels like a dead end, you're tired. You're tired of the manipulation. You're tired of waiting. This person, you know, there's resentment building. This person isn't taking action, that type of stuff, okay? Someone is shutting down in the connection. So, you know, that's what I'm saying here, okay? Let's go ahead. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Here at the bottom of the deck, I have Lyran. It says it says some of you go from fleeing to fleeing. That could be the reason why someone has a lost cause here. And it actually came out at the bottom of the deck, hidden blessings here. You are being asked to go in a new direction, okay? And you will be amazingly surprised. This is amazing. So this is what I have for you, Libra. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. And again, if you are new, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you back here again soon. Bye.